Hey, welcome back to Miss Maddie's studio. I'm Maddie, and today I am going to take you guys through a redesign of one of my favorite characters I've ever created, a succubus named Cassie. This is the first ever rendition of Cassie I did. It was for a TikTok challenge that was called the Monster Parade, I believe. And here she is in a skimpy outfit with her dog Kip. This is the second rendition I did with a very viral TikTok dress that just totally gave me Cassie vibes, so I drew her in the dress. And you can see I have these face slits at this time that I just don't like, but I keep trying to make them work. See, this is actually the last one of Cassie that I did where I took away the face slits because I just don't like them anymore. But this is my all-time favorite Cassie drawing I've done. It does have the face slits, but that's okay. She has always been very popular on the things that I do. I even made a sticker of her, which I still have a bunch of and I love them, but this was the design I was going off of to redesign her. So let's get into that. Now I don't know what that stain was. It happened randomly when I found it. And I already did the drawing off camera because it wasn't even going to be Cassie at first, and then something about the sassy hand, just the whole vibe of it. I'm like, no, this is definitely Cassie. And then I started adding her features. And this is actually the first of any videos that I was filming. You can see my nails are actually still red, which they've gone from red to hunter's green. And then now they are a pink and what is this, like turquoisey colors. And I do love drawing traditionally. I tend to ink kind of scratchy. I like the look of the scratchiness, but I like it when you can, mix it with strong, solid lines and a little bit of scratchiness for things like hatching and in the shading and all of that and the details. I was really just focusing on having fun with this one and doing all the detail work. I love this necklace, this pearl dangly choker that's just hanging down. It was a lot of fun to draw and a lot of fun to paint later. I end up using a silver paint for it that gives it just a little bit of shine. Now, like I said, I didn't add the face slits. I'm phasing those out of her design. I never really liked it to begin with. It was kind of just a detail to add details, if that makes sense. I used to really want to add as many details as possible to my designs before, and that ended up just making it so I never redrew my characters. So I'm trying to make her now so that she is one of the only ones that I keep redrawing, because she's a beautiful succubus character. Of course I want to draw her over and over again. She has like all of my favorite design features that I enjoy drawing, and it's really fun always making her different outfits because that is something that is very Cassie. She is a very fashion forward kind of character. I did, however, forget to include her tail, which I'm not sure if it's just one of those things where, maybe she can disguise herself to look more human-like so she can, take in features, or like maybe she can also pull the horns in and make it so she looks completely human-like or something like that. Not sure about that yet. Oh, I also changed up her tattoos because in all of my digital art, her tattoos were only these pre-made stamps. And I was never going to be able to like recreate that stamp as well in person. So I just decided that, though it didn't really go with her vibe either, so I gave her a little Venus flytrap Mario inspired thing that says bite me, and she does have a Black Widow on the other shoulder, and I think those go with her a lot more, and they'll be easy for me to redraw over and over. Just making her corset top now. I wanted to give it just squiggles at the bottom to fill up that space. Now working on her pants, her high-waisted pants, which is why she couldn't have her tail out because it is so high up. Oh, my sweet dog is trying to lick my hand as I'm holding this to film Chucky. Oh, goodness. I'm not sure what came first. This one was kind of one of those drawings that I just let it tell me what it wanted to do. The outfit was just kind of spur of the moment, what I thought would look good. I did really want to have a big fluffy boa. I think it's because I had recently watched RuPaul's Drag Race when this was on, and I believe it was season 16, and this is probably right around the time of Miss Morphine and her beautiful royal purple outfit with all of the ostrich feathers. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. And I was very inspired by that for that piece specifically. So now we are finally getting into the coloring. I did make a pretty big mistake with the coloring. On all of her stickers, she looks very pink with her skin. But when I was going back and filming, like, for the beginning of this, to show you guys her progress, I noticed how purple her skin was. Now, I tried to think of a way to fix that, but by the time I had realized it, it was already way too far in. And honestly, I don't even have any alcohol markers that are her actual skin colored. So I do really like how the end result of this one came out. I thought about taking it into digital and tweaking the colors and even adding the tail, but I think it's fine as a standalone piece. It's not an illustration. This is just a fun piece to work on in my sketchbook. It is in my current sketchbook right now, as you can see probably from the fact that it's pretty small in comparison to, well, I guess I've only actually shown me working on little teeny canvases or my iPad, so I do have quite a few others that I actually have illustration paper that I work on that's quite bigger than this. Of course, you can see Chucky in the background the whole time, just sleeping in the corner of the bed. He only gets really interested in my art if I'm painting or if I'm singing. He gets very interested when I'm singing. He wants to come and play. That's been his new thing every time I'm singing. And I'm always singing, so he's always trying to get me to play during that time. It's really funny. I do love her contrast of the blue hair with her usually paler skin, but I really, I mean, it's kind of cotton candy vibes, but I like it. I decided to keep her top very muted because, I mean, she is hot pink, so I thought it would be smart to keep that just a nice gray. And then I decided to go with a bright orange for the pants, because I thought that that would be really great to warm up the, gosh, that paper gave me issues many times, just trying to not mess up the rest of the book, because it will bleed. It is, you know, alcohol markers bleed quite a bit. But the orange I thought would go nicely to warm up her skin, and it would go very nicely contrasted with the blue and the purple. Now I decided that it was a little streaky and I not quite the right colors that I wanted, so I went over with my colored pencils. Now these are just straight up Crayola colored pencils. That's what I use. I do use Ohuhu markers, which that name, I love that name. I love my Ohuhu markers. I use them a lot. I decided to darken up the top and make it a little more blue, a little more contrast and shading, bring in the blue from the hair, you know. Now I'm just bringing more depth to the boa. I used a bunch of colors in the boa. I was really trying to give it some real definition, adding in some slight highlights. Oh yeah, you can see my nails now are green. Just noticed that myself. Doing the same thing with the hair. I really wanted to go in. I added that same blue that I added to the shirt, to the horns. Again, just trying to bring the colors all in together. Oh, this was my attempt to make her a little more purple. I'm taking the pinkiest purple I could find, and I went over the whole top of her, and I do think that that brought it closer to her color. At least her color digitally. And again, just shading, adding that pink for blush. Which, it's hard to blush a pink character. That is a challenge. It's just really hard because they're already pink. So, and it doesn't look right when it's red. I think I just dropped my camera there. Okay. Now we're going in with the silver paint on all of her details, her necklace, her earrings, her bracelet. And this was really fun, just dotting all of the little pearls. They're pearls in my head. I don't know if they're like actually, if they would be like silver chain kind of thing, but I'm gonna just call them pearls and move on. Because her earrings aren't pearl. No, I said I'm moving on. I do think that that was really fun to create though, and I'm amazed I didn't accidentally smear it because I wasn't being very careful about that. Now here we go with the general overview of it. I do believe I'm done. Yep, I'm going ahead and signing it all the way back in June. And here we go. We are done with my redesign of the Succubus Cassie. She is always fashion forward and I love her. She looks like she's going out clubbing on the town and someone told her that, you know, she wasn't allowed in or something. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you for joining us, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!